This is it, people. Do or die. Is everybody ready?
About as ready as I'm going to be.
Can the melodrama and get on with it.
I took the liberty of pulling some intel on the facility you're about to storm. It's a Soviet-era uranium mine. Been abandoned since the early 90s.
Do we know what to expect?
Once you're inside, no clue. All things considered, though, I would expect heavy resistance.
So what's the plan?
If you put me on a ridge with a clear line of sight, I can cover your infill-exfil.
Once they notice you're inside, they'll call for reinforcements. I can make sure their comms will be as dead as your social life.
Was that a joke?
Whoa, she does have a personality.
I will shoot you both.
John, you'll make your way inside. You know what to do from there.
Find Flostov, subdue him, and bring Robert home.
John, you know it's not going to be that easy. If Robert won't cooperate, you'll have to...
I will bring Robert home, Frank.
Roger that. All right. We all know what we're doing, John. It's your call. But I wouldn't wait with this one forever. Let's finish this as soon as possible. Sims out.
Keep comms open. I'll call when the time is right.
Do you not hear the alarms, Robert? The reactor is going critical.
Then shut it down.
Can't. The only way to prevent the meltdown now is going in there, and that's suicide.
I'm not leaving until I finish this.
Finish what? The reactor is minutes away from filling this entire mine with lethal amounts of radiation. It's
All the
already
more
finished.
reason for him to join us.
I couldn't help but notice that you were talking about me.
It's not too late, John. You can still join us.
Will you listen to yourself? The 23 Society are
They
terrorists.
fight for a better world.
God damn it, Rob. They're using you. Haven't you ever wondered what happened to Mila?
He's trying to manipulate you, Robert.
They killed her, Rob. The 23 Society wanted to break you, to tear you down to nothing, and reshape you in their image.
Mila died of radiation poisoning after that drone fiasco in the Congo. We tried to save her. She died in your arms.
There's never
Robert.
been a US drone strike in Congo. Vostok kidnapped and poisoned her himself. All this is just to break you. He calls such an event the Pillar. I can prove it, Rob.
Sergey?
He's trying to manipulate you. Robert North is dead.
Is it true?
You are Armazi of the 23 Society, and
Is it
together
true?
Yes. The death was a necessary evil. We had to free you from your old life, Robert.
Robert!
They took her from me. They took everything from me.
Rob, we need to go.
I can't. It's too late anyway.
Then let's at least die trying to escape.
You're right. Okay. You're right.
Okay, let's go.
I'm sorry, John. Say hi to Mom for me.
Rob!
John, are you alright?
Rob! Rob, what the hell are you thinking?
Don't!
He'll die!
Meltdown in 60 seconds.
He's already dead. I'm sorry, but it's true. I'm so sorry.
Rob!
Reactor cooling re-established. Meltdown averted.
Should be safe. Go home, John.
Come on, John. It's time to leave.
You'll be back at base soon. ETA 17 minutes.
Copy.
You did well, Mr. North. It was a privilege to walk alongside you.
What will you do now?
I'm going to find them all. The Society. I'm going to find them and make them pay.
Well, that was an underwhelming ending. So, having now put the time and effort in completing the game from start to finish, I feel best placed to give my full and honest review about the game. Without beating around the bush, let's get right into it with what I think was bad and certainly requires improvements from a gamer's point of view, followed by the game's strengths. Starting with the ambition of CI Games, which meant a bit more than they could chew. The countless delays in the game release date and the multiplayer aspect of the game hasn't done this game nor their developers any favours. given them a faltering start. Not what you want when you are placing a game within a AAA game bracket, alongside other big developers such as Battlefield and Call of Duty, for instance. The open world aspect of the game was far too ambitious, as admitted by CI Games CEO Marek Tymiński. The AIs lacked realism, and although the map is vast, it felt very sparse with little pockets of civilization. This vast open world aspect clearly posed some headaches for the developers, and thus the gameplay felt very repetitive and characters sounded the same whilst having the same appearance throughout. In theory, if they had more time to polish the game, the open world aspect would have made this game very special. The multiplayer aspect of the game has yet to be released, which adds to the fact that in terms of value for your money, the game should not have been pitched at the £45 mark, in my opinion. Now let's talk about the load times. Despite marginal improvements from the recent developers patch update, the load times of this game is borderline insane. At times, up to 5-minute load times have been reported by other users. Already frustrated, once it eventually loads, you are greeted with glitchy, unrefined gameplay, such as getting stuck in the geometry of the game and then not being able to get out or save the game, forcing you to shut down the game and then load the mission again, losing your last checkpoint, which added to the ongoing frustrations. Once you do get going, however, the storyline felt a little feeble, lacking depth, and at times the characters' acting felt a little false, making you lose immersion. With its flaws aside, I think the open world aspect was a good idea as a theory, and has the potential in giving a better sniper experience with more scope for flexibility and freedom of movement. Admiration and credit has to be given to CR Games for their ambitious yet miscalculated move by aiming to compete against other AAA titles. CryEngine was a good choice for the CR Games franchise, and this shows in this game, which has much improved graphics when compared with its previous Sniper Ghost Warrior games, but still fell short of exceptional. The sniping mechanics, however, meant the planning and execution of the missions made it quite enjoyable and satisfying, especially when a plan came together, often to be rewarded with an XP boost and displaying kill cams as a result of well-positioned shots. So in summary, I find this game still difficult to recommend at this stage because a lot of the positive aspects of the game are overshadowed by niggling faults and glitches, which for me reduces the fun factor and high expectations. Out of 10, with 10 being the best, I would still give this game a 5 out of 10. I hope you have found this review helpful and useful, and until next time, I'm your host, GUNSHOW. Thank you for watching. Laters!